Hi everybody, Mary Alice here. I want to do a hopefully quick little video on using several of the tools and techniques available to us in our Canvas online software. We're going to start by tracing an image, so I will click the icon in the top toolbar that says Tracing Image. It's commonly known as the leaf. So we'll click the leaf. We'll click Choose File, and we will navigate to where the image is that we want to trace. I'm going to use this utensils3.jpg file, and it was in my tutorial Canvas lessons folder. You would navigate to wherever your JPEG is that you want to trace, and click Open. And there we have the spoon, knife, and fork JPEG. You'll notice that by default this comes up that we're going to trace the outline of it. And this is going to work just fine for this particular JPEG because that's all we're interested in, is the outline of the shape. We have no interior details to be concerned with. So we'll go with outline, click Preview, and you'll notice that the outline of the image here is all turned kind of a turquoise color. That shows that everything here has been recognized. So I'll click OK. And there I have the image already traced, ready to do something with in Canvas. I'm just going to move it down a little bit right here. And what I'd like to do with this image is split it across. That's a kind of a popular technique right now, is to have a JPEG split and then with a name or a phrase inserted between the top and the bottom part of the JPEG. So we're going to split this right across the middle where the spoon, the knife, and the fork all intersect with each other. To do that, I'm going over into my Patterns box over here, and under the Basic tab, I'm going to choose this little rectangle that's on the far right, the third row down. Just click it and drag it over here into my workspace. And I'm going to make this JPEG about 1 inch tall. You'll notice down here in the left-hand corner of the workspace it gives me the size. And I want to make this, I tell you what, how wide is this JPEG? This JPEG is 7.79 inches wide. Okay, we can see it in the Properties window, and we can see it here in the left-hand bottom corner. So if I want to make this 7.79 inches wide easily, I can click its Properties, turn off the Maintain Aspect Ratio, because I've already got it 1 inch tall, and select and type in 7.79 and hit enter, and my rectangle is now 1 inch tall and 7.79 inches wide. So it's the exact same width of our utensils here. I want to move it into position so that it is just below the intersection here of the fork, the knife, and the spoon, and just above the intersection there. So when I've got that into position like that, then I'm going to just select everything by doing a lasso around everything. You see the blue dashed lines now showing that both JPEGs here, or both images here, have been selected. And I can go to Edit, Align, Center. Now with just the rectangle selected, I'm going to right click, Duplicate. And move that over here out of the way. Now to split the utensils, we'll use this superimposed rectangle here. I'm going to select the utensils and the rectangle, right click, subtract. So it subtracted anything that was laying on top of the utensils. So now the top and the bottom can be divided and used separately if that's what we wanted to do. The rectangle that we have moved over to the left is going to be used to make lines to set here between the top of the spoon, fork, and knife and the bottom of the spoon, fork, and knife. So we want that to be about 1/4 of an inch tall. I can just drag it up and get it, watch down here when it's about 1/4 of an inch. Doesn't have to be exactly, precisely exact, but 0.25 is pretty close to 1/4 of an inch, wouldn't you say? And I need another one of those, so I'm going to right click, duplicate. I think these need to be about 3/4 of an inch apart. So I'm going to take my spoon, fork, and knife and move it over here out of the way for just a minute, because I need to zoom in and use the edge of the mat here as a ruler. Unfortunately, we don't have a ruler tool. We're going to have to use our markings on the side of our mat here. So if I put the bottom of my top line on the 2, and the top of my bottom line right about there, I believe I will have it 3/4 of an inch apart. These little markings between the numbers here in the gray part are the imperial measurements. The inch is divided in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I set this line right here on 6/8, that's 3/4 of an inch. Every other line here would indicate 1/4 of an inch. 1, 2/4, which is a half. It's a little darker line, shows the 1/2 inch, and then this is the 3/4 of an inch. So now the lines are about 3/4 of an inch apart. Select both of those, edit, align those, center, and group them. I'm going to move my utensils back here. I'm going to go down and put my 2 lines over the utensils, just overlapping a little. We really want to ungroup the utensils and move this down just a little bit so that, like that, so that the bar is overlapping the utensils, not the utensils sticking out from above the bar. So we're going to edit, select all, edit, align, center, so that everything is lined up proportionally. Everything is selected, and now we will edit, process overlap, and weld. There we've got it. It's all split. We've got a space here in the middle between the top half of the utensils and the bottom half of the utensils, that it's ready for us to do some text and put right through here. I'll cover that in the second half of this tutorial. So stay tuned. You're going to learn a little bit more using the text.